the best way you can, maximizing the opportunities, all that fun stuff. So ops is really the next one or I say the third one, but to me is probably the biggest one.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I think sales and marketing, are a little bit more sexy than ops.
Right.
It's not fun to work on ops, right? To
Right.
sit down and actually say what's broken, what needs to be fixed. But I tell you what we tend to see is that a lot of times you can kind of focus it on one area that if it's fixed, it has an immediate ROI cash, and that's your revenue cycle management.
Yeah.
How often do we see folks come in and realize their collections are terrible, realize that their insurance process is terrible, and they get a little help there, they get a little coaching, they, perhaps get some renegotiation or whatever the case may be. And within a reasonable time period, they're starting to see some cash coming in the door. And that's crucial. If we haven't looked at that in a while, if we're not measuring the effectiveness of our revenue cycle management, that's a problem.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a problem. Same thing with hygiene. That's another thing that a lot of times people will come in immediately and say, it's not good enough. We do good work, but there's inefficiencies or there's a lack of opportunities or whatever the case may be. Yep. There's a lot of times coaching that needs to be done on the hygiene side. Same thing with associates, exactly like you said. You see that, hey, if we're going to be generating marketing leads that are converting to sales and more opportunities exactly in your model, somebody needs to be able to service them and service them well. That's a perfect opportunity for associates to get at bats, but they still have to do good work and they have to be able to, understand treatment planning and getting good opportunities to create production. Mm-hmm. So these are all the kind of things that get buried in ops. And the people we work with that have that dialed in, Jared, it's just such a cheat code to building a great profitable practice that has great margins. Yeah. And that's what it's all about. Again, kind of circling back this thing on what did we hear, the days of just going out and buying stuff and getting a quick turn, it's gone. People just aren't interested in that. And capital is not going to be interested in that. We have to focus on building out a machine that churns. And those three, marketing, sales, and ops, that's three great places to start.
Yeah, well, if you think through optimization,